So now we finish a number one question. So number one question is here. Let's quickly review. You have a polygon and you only do set value because in this polygon, you probably figure out the polygon class. The only thing common to your shape, like rectangle, triangle, hexagon, the only thing they are 100% identical will be set value. So if those things they have variation, they have different things, we let them write in their own class. Like rectangle has their own definition to find area. Triangle has its own definition to write area. All right. So now, and let's take a look here right now. Let's take a look here. And there's a problem for this. That's not problem. You just need to understand how to do this. When you do this, you have to remember your polygon has a set value. So you have to create a pointer point to polygon pointer and point to the address of rectangle. So allow rectangle to retrieve to be able to get this function to set the value. Then when the area is a function inside rectangle, so they go back to use rectangle. So this is a little bit confused, okay? Even though it's easy, but what happens if your class is 15 pages? So sometimes it's confused. What should I do? I should use poly one or I should use rectangle, rect, or try something like that. So there's a different way to do it. Different way is we're going to do a virtual. So we're going to do a virtual function right there. So that means add your class right here. Add your class here. I create something called virtual. Create something called virtual right here. All right. And I don't provide the real code. I don't provide real code. I just say the code is return 0. So it's like a placeholder. You understand? Say I'm going to return 0. And you do your own thing. Okay. So the code, I do a template, so a small template and just a placeholder. I got a placeholder called area. I'm just because you return something, you must return. So I'm going to return 0, and based on the rest of them to return. It's okay. Based on rest of them to return. So we are going to modify whatever we have these right here. Modify these, and when we modify these, and you will find out the way we do is a little bit easier right now. So the polygon here, everything's the same, but right now press enter. Go back to your polygon, press enter. I want you to write virtual. All right, so virtual and return integer and call area. Okay, and then placeholder, just return 0. Okay, I don't have a code here. I just return 0. Okay, so far okay. So write this line right now. So I am going to, so as a polygon, I assuming everybody is going to write area. Everyone, every different shape. Okay, rectangle, triangle, hexagon, every pentagon, they all will have write area, but they all have different way to write it. So I'm just going, okay, you guys all need to write area, then you return area. Okay, then you do your own thing. I'm just going to tell you that you're going to do that. So once you do that, all right, so the triangle, rectangle, do, where's my rectangle? My rectangle do my area. Where's my rectangle? Okay, my rectangle do my area. My triangle do my area. We don't change. All right, the thing is, once you go to your polygon right here, once you do your polygon here, okay, so now see here, remember when we do this polygon here, we do we set we have a rectangle object called RECT. We have a triangle object called TRI. and we create a polygon pointer point to the RECT's address. So RECT is able to get anything from the method from the polygon. Okay, so this part is okay right now. But look here, look here. Now since my polygon, I already say, guys, we're going to do area. So I have virtual here. So right here, I don't need to go back to rectangle. Do you understand? That's confused. All right, because the one we did is some do pointer and some do object. So if I do like that, I'm going to remain everything as a pointer. All right, so I'm going to do poly 1 area. So you already know poly 1 is rectangle. But on the previous one, because your polygon did not claim the area, you use the derived class to do it. So when you do the main program, it's a little bit confused. Some program has to use the pointer if the method is inside your base class, and some function need to use objects if the function is inside the base derived class. So now we can do all these right now. We're going to say all right. So now it is a little bit it is how to say, it's a little bit like more uh, more cohesive, more standard way. So right now once I point to a poly, so poly 1 is a pointer, and I'm back all the way point to my base class. And then I assign the address for the derived class. But then from now on, I'm just going to use poly 1. This will be easier for programmer, because as a programmer, you don't have to go back to look for it, say, oh, which one I need to use poly 1. All right, now which one of these I need to use myself rectangle. So this is a better modification. This is a better modification, because this way you simplify the programmer's job. Then you just add one virtual code here. All right. So I hope you like this modification, and I hope you can see the purpose of this modification. All right.